been mowing my yard with my shirt off.
That's because now you look better, you son of a bitch.
No, it's because the summer comes, I always end up having a funky tan line.
See, you can do that. If I do that, I'm going to be a freaking
Santa Claus down my road, he'll be off with that shirt.
Wow. See, I can't do it.
But you're hidden. You got trees and shit.
I do. You're right, but still,
I'm exposed. I got the neighbor. Like I think the chicken coop house. I think he's like probably. I always run through these damn scenarios in my brain. Like, oh, he's gonna come and be like, Jesse, you need to put your shirt on. I'm gonna call the cops on you. Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And it's Sunday morning. It feels. Yeah. Well, I don't think we've done a Sunday morning.
We have not. We've done some Saturday nights, some Friday nights, and I think we found out why we've stopped doing the nighttime podcasting. So
I know we had a podcast last week and it went crazy off the rails.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
you can look.
For a second there, I thought maybe my mic was backwards, but it's not.
See, that's what we mean. We go off the rails. Like our mics are all fucked up when we're done. Freaking.
We just we go hard on the podcast.
And then I drink. If I drink, those times I drink, I always just shit the fucking everything. Just like, oh shit, fucking shit gets thrown. I'm out of pocket. Really, is what it boils down to.
Hey, it's entertaining to watch.
I don't know. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't remember that. And then when I'm like going back and I see it, I'm like. Ooh, we're not
posting that.
We're not posting that one. I know. I was telling Mark that because he asked about a topic that he had brought up, and I was like, "Yeah, we did, but it was at the end."
It was in there somewhere, but
I go, "We were so off the rails tonight." No, there was about 45 minutes that were just like, you know what?
Yeah,
we'll just leave it out.
I know. I was trying to figure out where we could cut it.
Because it was about
splice it an ending.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
So I have a feeling it just comes to an abrupt stop.
Kind of.
There's no real outro. It's just
done. I was like, you know what? This is probably
Is there even ending music?
No. This is the safest point. I guess I could have spliced it in, but I didn't do that.
Whatever.
Everyone's going to be like,
I have heard one person go like, oh, what happened last week?
I mean, it's not like six people.
Yeah, the elite group now knows what happened.
I know.
This is like our own Patreon.
It is.
Every time you come in, it's the Patreon.
See, you know what? If we ever do a Patreon, that would be an
That'd be the after hours.
For real. That would be one I could post. Then again, though, I don't know. Something about just, I don't know. I don't think I would.
I got you.
That'd be too much.
I understand.
Crazy. How you been?
I've been pretty good. Can't complain.
You know, another week where our sons are in the tournament.
Yeah.
Their kids.
Which I'm just like, I mean, they're just playing the same teams I already played. So I'm like, I think we figured this out. You know, like they won. So, or they lost. You know, like whatever the case is.
I mean, it's cool.
It's cool.
You know, that's kind of how, if they played like older baseball, it'd be tournaments. Like that.
Right.
But
is my boy going to want to be playing? I don't think he wants to play now, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I doubt he's going to do it. But I don't know. Every year he does things that surprise me and make me happy. I'm happy that he's willing to go out there and do things. So
JJ ended up not hating baseball. So
yeah.
So I'm okay with that because I don't know.
Yeah, you know, little wins in life.
It really is. It's nice that he's able to just kind of do that, and you know, I don't know, he hated it so much and now he's like, okay, it's not so bad.
Now he's okay with it.
He's okay with it.
That's cool.
Does my mic sound weird?
Something is, I hear that, and I don't know if it's yours or mine.
I don't hear a buzz or anything like that.
That was a buzz. You didn't hear that?
No, probably because I touched something.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
All I know is my microphone sounds amazing, so.
I know. I didn't know if mine sounded like I'm talking in a can. That's where I was at.
I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I was hearing a buzz there for a second. But.
No. Nope.
Okay.
It sounds good. Anyway, guys. enough of our technical issues.
Yeah.
No, it's been a good week.
Yeah.
Actually, no. This last week was tough.
It has not been a good week. Okay.
It was a good week, but I was like, I don't know if it was my body or me, but I was just tired.
I go through phases like that.
Like I was just like, I don't know. I was just exhausted all week. It was just tough.
Yeah.
And so like this weekend felt good. It felt good to like just kind of.
You felt like sleepy every day? Like
every day.
Yeah. I've had weeks like that where I come home and just like nap for 4 hours.
I mean.
Like a loser.
Like Monday. I think Monday was probably my toughest day because it was like JJ had a game. Mm-hmm. Wait, did he have a game Monday? No, he didn't. Scratch that.
Never mind.
But so Monday I went to the gym.
Okay.
At like 4. Mm-hmm. Then I had a game for me because the softball started.
Oh.
And that was at 6:30. Mm-hmm. And so then I didn't get home till 9. And the night before, so Sunday night, I go to bed, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I have to get up at 4 on Mondays.
Right.
Dude, I couldn't fall asleep. 12 hit. I still couldn't fall asleep. I turned off the TV. Still was laying there. And I was like, fucking shit. Like, go to sleep. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, my mind's wide awake. I'm feeling awake.
I hate that.
Like, it felt like back when I used to, like, do like meth or something. Like I would just lay there and I'd close my eyes, but I could hear everything. I could still.
You knew that your brain was active. Yeah.
And I'm like trying to trick myself, like go to sleep. Right. No. My eyes are closed, so I'm asleep. Yeah, you know what I mean. You ever try to trick yourself?
Existential conversations with yourself. Yeah,
which isn't helping, obviously. So.
Am I really awake?
And then I don't know what time it was that I ended up falling asleep for a second, but then I woke up at 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, and then
God, I hate that.
I had like
so much.
Seriously, I probably had. I'm going to give myself maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I worked my 10 hours, and then I did the gym, and then I played softball, and then I got home around.
So did you sleep well that night?
I think so. I think I passed out pretty quick.
I don't remember anything, so that's a good indicator.
Yeah, and then the next day, I think I went to the movies. Because I got to see my buddy Nick. So I went to the movies with him. And so then that was kind of... we went kind of early, though.
Yeah.
But I think JJ had a game like the next day. So it was just like a busy week.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, my body just wants to sleep. I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm usually okay with not sleep. I don't like being sleepy. I think that's the thing. I don't like to be sleepy. It's terrible.
So you just trick yourself usually? You're like, I'm not sleepy?
Yep.
Nice. I don't. I'm just like, I just want to sleep.
And I try to.
I reward myself. I work hard, I work hard. If I want to be sleepy, I'm going to be sleepy,
That's what I wanted. I wanted to
I believe they call that entitlement.
Like, I'm going to sleep because I want to.
You know what?
Is that entitlement, though?
Yeah.
You're entitled for those shit.
They can call me Sleepy Tom. That's okay.
I think that's okay because, like... we earn that shit.
Yeah.
You work hard. You have to deal with kids all day.
Right.
Not that it's terrible.
No, it's great, but it is taxing, mentally.
Oh, I could imagine how
Don
taxing.
Draper, if you watch Mad Men, like he'd take naps on the couch. It was his brilliance moments. And that's me. I sleep and then I get great ideas.
Like, oh, I know what I can do.
Yeah.
No, I would
or I just sleep like a loser, one or the other.
There was was it last week that I kind of like went to my truck because I only get like a half hour lunch that I kind of like just closed my eyes for a minute. I could probably fall asleep right now. I better not, because if I do, I'll wake up and be like,
yeah,
that parking lot's empty.
When you eat just a little too much and it's warm.
Well, see, during the day when I'm at work, I don't eat. I eat, but I don't eat a whole lot because I gotta go to the gym. Last thing I want is to be full as fuck.
Right. I get it. Usually I'm like that, but there are days.
But there is those moments though when you do eat too much, and then the warmth of the truck, like my truck. Oh, dude, it's like the perfect storm.
But it's so bad.
It feels so.
Try
good.
listening to a little kid read while you're in that. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Mr. Parham, did you listen? That doesn't really happen. But I had one day where I almost was like dozing on, like, great job, sweetie. We're going to stand up and move around a little bit.
Yeah, you guys seem so tired right now.
Yeah, you guys need a nap, I think. Nap time. Boy, I can't imagine those old days when they took naps. Even kindergartners don't take naps anymore. It's not a thing.
How badass would that?
Not a thing. You're just like, hey.
I hear in Japan or something they do that or something. They have like nap rooms or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's, you actually like. There's been studies like it's more productive.
Yeah, there are some companies that I guess use these sleep pods. I don't know if they're still doing it. This research was like, I don't know, probably 10 years old now. But yeah,
that'd be bad.
I mean, adults need naps
for real.
Cat naps. They call them cat naps. In Mexico, they call them siestas.
Hey, preschoolers took naps.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Like when Elena was going to YMCA for.
Yeah.
For school and stuff when she was in preschool, they had nap time.
Yep. You had to send the stuffed animal with them. Yeah.
Right. Bring it back.
Right.
Make naps great again.
We're gonna make school great again.
Make work great again.
Nap time. Boy, if you just got to choose a 15-minute little power down time.
I think it's sometimes like some people it's hard to like take by the time 15 minutes is up, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go now.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Like
you're those people who can just
right, come on.
I don't know. Those people who can just fall asleep on the fucking.
Sometimes I can
blinking. Get out of here.
I couldn't just choose to. I'm not good enough to be like, you'd be like, go to sleep now, and I'm like, but
like you got hypnotized.
But there's definitely like nights typically. Now I'm at the point I'll be tired enough. I just like lay down. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm getting better at that.
But I hate not being able to. Those nights where it's like, when I just need to get my ass up because this isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to go to bed early too. Mm-hmm. It's like my schedule's different now.
Yeah.
Got to get up earlier. But I love to be a night owl. Like I could be up like last night I didn't go to bed till almost 1.
That's crazy. I'm not as good at it. And I've always been a natural night owl, but like we were at my aunt's birthday party last night and we stayed till like 11, which I was shocked because my parents don't stay up that late. And I don't think they
are they like Brooke and David?
Late. Yeah.
Bedtime.
My mom and dad are at least like Brooke and David. They might be even more.
Or is it Brooke?
Probably more Brooke because David said that he stays up a little later. But you get to a certain age and it gets harder and harder, I think, no matter who you are.
It's true. It's like, why am I up?
Yeah, I'll stay up, which means it's my excuse to just like gorge myself on something I shouldn't have eaten.
For real.
And then I just fall asleep anyway. So like literally I just stayed up so I could eat something.
Salsa like running down your cheek when you wake up. You think it's drool.
Yeah. I'm like, just when I wake up at 4 a.m. with a bag of chips on me, I'm like, what did you do?
That's your blackout?
It's like, it's my black. Yeah, it's not really alcohol anymore. It's just like the bag of chips.
Gluten alcohol.
Oh my God,
it's so gross. Glaucoma.
Yeah. I'm like, man.
There is a point though where it's like, why am I up?
Yeah. Well, that's like last night we got home. It was probably around 11:30, and Blanca's like, "Are you gonna stay up or go to bed?" I go, "I'm gonna go to bed." There's no reason for me. It's that same thing. I knew we were gonna get up and do this in the morning. I'm like, there's nothing good that's gonna happen for me.
See, when I text you, I didn't know if it was too late.
Last night? No, sometimes it is.
I was like, no, Tom usually kind of up.
Yeah, I'm pretty consistently around 11-ish these days. Like, I've gotten to that old man phase where, like, 11's pretty late for a lot of people, but it's like that no matter if it's a work night or, like, that's, like, my end time is 11.
Yeah, see, and I need to be asleep before 11.
Yeah, which I get. I would too if I were up. Like I wake up at 6:20 right now.
I count. I'm like 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like 6 hours. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah. See, at the beginning of a school year, I'm up at like 6 to 6:10. The end of a school year at 6:20. I just am like, I got this. It's fine. I don't need to be there that early. Yeah, but I don't know. I am going to apply for a job that would be considered a high school job.
Would your time hours be different?
So that time would be different. I would be starting around 7:30, which means I'd have to get in earlier, which really isn't that big of a deal.
You can still get up at 6.
Right. Like, as of right now, the only reason why it takes me longer is I take Elliot to school. And he's going to be in middle school. So, like, I could probably, if he was more on top of it, I could probably still do everything.
Well, I think next year, and this is, I'm sure Alicia will bring this up, there's gonna be moments where she's taking JJ to school where she'll probably be like,
yeah,
I can take Elliot.
Well, and they're gonna meet up with Ella too. So I didn't even know if we'd all have my niece Ella. So I was gonna say we could even talk with them and see if we wanted to get the kids together first and they walk into the school together, or what we want to do. But
yeah.
Anyway, that's for next year, which is coming up really quick. Next school year, I should say.
For reals.
The boys are going to be middle schoolers. It's nuts.
I don't even want to think about it.
That comes so fast.
Dude, I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, fuck, dude, I'm getting old.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'll see myself and I'm like, see gray, more gray in my beard. And I'm
Please, bro.
I'm like, oh.
Let's side by side this. Come on.
It's getting.
Look at.
But you already.
I don't want to hear it. Okay.
I guess I can't complain.
He's like, I get 3 grays now. Whoa.
But no, I noticed more and more grays.
Yeah, I have Elvira. I'm like, this white streak. Is that Elvira? Who is it?
Elvira. I think she has hair.
Does she?
Bro,
she's got hair. But.
Getting to I have the hugest crush on Elvira. I think that's where my obsession boobs came from. Serious. She had some. She still does have some fat. Big old boobs. I still think she's kind of hot for her.
Sure.
She's got to be pushing 90.
Took care of herself. That's the thing about being a vampire. You don't age like the rest of us.
No, that was like.
Was she supposed to be a vampire? Was that the deal?
I don't know if she was. I just pictured her more like a Morticia, like a Morticia Addams.
Yeah, just
style.
a dark gal.
Yeah.
Like
a gothy.
Human.
She's like an original goth.
Yeah,
chick.
she'd probably be married to the vampire. Yeah.
See, and I'm more attracted to like Latinas and stuff, but I don't know, something about the goth, like.
But she has very dark hair.
Yeah, no,
that's
something
kind
about
of Latina,
Yeah, but something about the dark with the like light complexion.
Yeah, the juxtaposition of the two.
Yeah. Anyway,
yes, the shadow.
Sorry, I was having flashbacks of Elvira as a kid.
You're really getting into it. Ooh, that's okay. That's
Halloween.
Okay. Scary.
Actually, that's what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Elvira. Get some balloons I'm going to stick in my shirt.
Get one of those boob. There's like that whole
suit.
I think you could get. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, like those commercials that don't stop where they're like, "Are you tired of being fat? You or your stomach comes from estrogen."
Oh God!
And then Dr. Drew comes up like, "I'm a douchebag with glasses." I don't like Dr. Drew. I heard him one time.
He used to be cool. Can I get the copy?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wait, he was cool. I thought
I used to like him, and then I heard his actual radio show. And this gal called in, and she was in an abusive relationship. And the way he handled the phone call, and like I understood the point he was making. He was basically saying you need to be empowered to make your own choices and to get out. But the lack of empathy he had, and almost the abusive tone he took.
He was abusive?
Kind of. I was shocked. I'm like, this isn't Dr. Drew that I know.
What was his show?
He did the Celebrity Rehab. He did.
No, there was an original one. Well, not that wasn't original, but I keep saying Love Connection, but that was an 80s show.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know what else he did.
I don't know. It was like a love show on MTV.
Okay, yeah, he did a lot of stuff on MTV. He was a part of the what was it? The Teen Mom. He was a producer on that, I think. I'm like, the way I heard him talk to this guy, I was like, I get that she needs to know that she needs to get out of it, that it's not safe. But he was like, really like almost degrading the way he talked to her. I'm like, is that how you talk to a victim of abuse?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to do it.
She's going to listen. He's like, I'm the man. I'm tough. You're going to leave.
You
know.
But, I mean, abuse, if you think about it, it's like, my mom was in an abusive relationship, Love Line. That's the show.
I never saw that one.
It was in like 90s.
Nice.
Late, mid-90s. Anyway, yeah, my mom was in an abusive relationship. And my mom was, back then anyway, she was pretty tough in the sense that I remember watching her like physically fight back, but she still stayed. So there's something about it.
It's tough.
There's something about like there's like that. I don't know what it is, obviously, because I've never been in that situation. But I don't know what it is that draws them in, where they're just like they can't leave. I don't know if because obviously it's not always I don't think it's technically the kids. Like, oh, I got to do this for the kids.
Right.
Because he wasn't my dad, you know?
No, right.
He was my brother's
Yeah, I think
dad,
there is some sort of like, it seems like there's this like attraction there where it's like the abusive personality, and it can be either gender, right?
Yeah.
But the abusive personality innately looks for the personality that's going to take it.
Yeah.
And the take it personality looks for the abusive personality. There's like some weird,
take it.
There's like some weird power dynamic there that both sides are looking for. And just because you look at it, a lot of people end up in the same situation over and over again. So it's like there's definitely like some sort of behavioral pattern.
No, that's true because
there,
after that physical abuse, I think she got into a more mentally
abusive. Yeah, it's like there's a comfort level in being treated that way.
Like, I'm not being hit, but I think I can deal with this. Or
but like, why find? There's an attractiveness of the personality to that personality, right? Like maybe he shows off just more like dominant or arrogant or something in the beginning.
I'm daddy,
and then you're calling me daddy. I don't want to call you daddy anymore. You're gonna call me daddy. God damn it. Like, I don't know what the situation really is, and I am not a psychiatrist, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But in my brain, it makes sense.
No, there's got to be some kind of attractiveness.
Yeah, I like to talk about everything as if I am some sort of expert. It feels pretty good.
We've talked about Dr. Phil countless times on here.
Yeah.
He's not an expert on everything.
He is really annoying.
But he's a doctor.
Dr. Drew and actually all the TV doctors,
But isn't Dr. Drew an actual doctor, though?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not even going to say yes. But they're all TV doctors to me when they sell out for that kind of a thing.
Like Dr. Oz or whatever.
Yeah, Dr. Oz is a fucking idiot.
He's annoying, too.
And it's like, I got so tired of his show. He's like, if you drink pineapple juice, it'll end your cancer. It's like, okay. So nobody has cancer anymore because everyone's drinking pineapple juice. Like he would say like stupid shit where you're like, if this is true, then this would not be a problem.
What was it, the green tea extract or the coffee extract or something?
I'm not saying that things over like, 30 years don't help. Like, yeah, if you eat healthy and that's the thing that kills me. Is like, with proper diet and exercise. Proper diet and exercise is the key. Like, if you do that, most likely the other shit's not going to matter.
It's always that, huh?
Yeah, it's always with diet and exercise, you'll lose weight. Yeah, no shit. I don't need the pill if I'm willing to diet and exercise.
With the pill, just enhances it.
Yeah, right.
No shit.
I mean, we can't prove it because we don't know what it would have been like with just, the diet and exercise.
You know what?
But, yeah.
Let's do the placebo effect. You're going to take water pills. You're going to take these diet pills with diet and exercise. Right. Oh, they lost the same amount of weight.
Yeah, it's the snake salesman, right? Isn't that what they say? The snake oil salesman?
Yeah. I exercise pretty regularly. We'll say 4 to 6 times a week.
Yeah, you do good.
I haven't lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, but you look like a lot better.
I'm around the same weight. I keep a health, maintain, but I don't. It's also because I don't diet. I eat, I still eat stuff that I just ate almost a whole pint of fucking Baskin Robbins, like the Ben and Jerry's ice creams, because I love the Jamoke almond fudge Baskin Robbins one. That's like my favorite ice cream.
In college, I used to mow down the Americone Dream.
I could just
that was good.
I could eat the whole. I almost ate the whole thing. Me and Alicia were like watching some movies last night.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I'll put that away. And then I made the kids some Tony's frozen pizza. And the way I could probably eat one to myself.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, I had to step away a couple times. So they went the kids. They went to go make some ice cream.
Make some ice cream?
Well, they didn't make.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, make themselves, not literally
make a bowl. I got you. I was like, wow,
they're not churning ice cream
out here. Wow, that's amazing. Milk the cow.
Dad, we don't got no salt.
It was an all-day process. That's pretty
crazy. No, they were giving themselves some ice cream cones and stuff.
I got you.
But there was still some pizza left. So my fat ass, after they were done, I was like, I'm gonna go see if there's some pizza. And then I walk in the kitchen. It's all gone. I'm like, God damn kids.
Right, when you get pissed.
It's like, you guys ate it all.
Son of a fucking bitch. Yeah.
Which is fine. I was cool. I'm glad it's them. Better them than me.
Yeah.
But speaking of food, I know.
Yeah.
So there's this food truck that goes to my job on Thursdays, and it's called Fast and Curious. Good morning. And it's like Indian food.
Fast and curious. That's cool. That's cool.
So they have like obviously chicken curry with or without tofu. You can add instead of chicken, you can do tofu. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So it can be healthy if you want.
Tikka masala. Otis.
Oh,
and then my daughter just got up to go let her dog out, and we probably woke her up because the room was right over here. But anyway,
sorry about that.
So they got tikka masala, and they got chicken curry, and they got some other stuff. So I went there because I was like, I've always wanted to try this.
Yeah.
So I went there a couple weeks ago, and I tried the tikka masala because it's supposed to be spicy.
Okay.
And it's not that spicy at all.
Okay.
Very tolerable. Like Blanca could eat it. Like it's that spice level. You know,
okay.
like she and
right. Yeah, she's not a
bro. It comes in this bowl, and it has rice in it. It is fucking so good.
Really?
Hella good.
Nice.
And then this last Thursday, since like I've been tired, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna eat some different food. I've been hungry. I haven't really been eating the way I usually do, and so I went there, had the curry. That was good. I'm like, and then I had a piece of naan bread or naan or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I think naan.
It's an Indian tortilla. Really, it is.
Yeah.
So
a
good.
flatbread,
bro.
Yeah.
It was so good. And it sucks. They like go to different areas. They don't just have like.
They just drive around.
Yeah, they'll be like, we're in Walla Walla this week, or we're in.
Man.
Yeah, it's not
like not even like a local area that you could drive to yourself.
Yeah, because at least
you could.
I would snap pictures. And I'm like, babe, check this out. I go, this shit is so good. And she's like, oh, where are they? And I'm like, so I Googled it, and I'm like, well, fuck, they're everywhere.
They're in Seattle today.
Yeah, like they go to different events and stuff. They don't have like just like a standard like we're here.
Sure.
But just every Thursday they're where up.
Probably works for them. I mean,
oh yeah, to me it was really good.
That's pretty neat.
Is as authentic as I don't know. I don't know if it's like that's how Indian food all tastes.
Oh, but I mean,
but it looked bomb.
That's like any kind of Americanized food. It's delicious.
I mean, the wife looks like she's Indian.
Sure.
Sure. Right? That's the right. Is that the right term?
Yeah. From India. I don't think there's anything disrespectful in that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be like, I don't.
No,
native India.
If we're wrong, it's ignorance. It's not trying to be.
I'm not trying to be
in any way.
I think Indian women.
But I think at the same time, it's, like you go to a Mexican restaurant, right? The food's different than in Mexico. Like it's Americanized. So I don't know.
I think taco trucks are more authentic than actual Mexican.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah,
they're a little less polished in a sense. Is that?
Yeah.
Fair to say, like taco truck. It's like it's just a little more raw, a little more just like.
I feel like that's more authentic.
Yeah, right. I agree.
Obviously, my wife makes Mexican food all the time, and so like our Louie does. And
you know what I want?
What's up?
I want an
I'm
area.
I'm a fat fuck, dude. I'm hungry now.
So fucking fat.
Go ahead.
I want to be like. I want a little neighborhood thing like in China, like to picture China in your head.
Okay.
And picture like a big city.
But
on the
dogs.
Street, just running around, getting chopped up. You're walking around, and like on the main level, right? You just have these little street stands, and they're selling this little food and that little food. It's like taco trucks, but as like actual stands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like a little food market.
Like you just go down this,
and you're just walking alleyways and shit, and there's just different foods everywhere.
You got chicken still in the fucking
people
cage.
Are screaming. Yeah, they're like, "You want eel?" And they pull an eel out and chop its head off. I don't really want to see the animals get killed, but
dude, eel's good.
That'd be crazy. I
never thought eel would be.
So good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I had it in sushi.
Dude.
Maybe. Dude, I think I might have to have that today. Dude, I don't know. Dude. Dude.
Yeah, it's sounding very delicious. And I'm with you. Like we've had nothing in the house. Like we've had garbage in the house.
Yeah.
And so every day I just feel like hungry, unnourished,
Yeah.
Yesterday we got orange chicken from Walmart. I'm a big fan of Walmart orange chicken.
It's not bad.
I'm not telling you, I will mow through that stuff. One of the reasons I'm probably fucking fat again. But I'm not snoring like crazy because I exercise now.
Dude, I'm telling you.
So the exercise has done a lot, and that's a good thing. Eating a little better would probably be very helpful.
See, Adrian, he's a big advocate for for that because he'll talk about, obviously there's exercise, but there's also the food portion, which is basically 90%
which powers your body. I mean, like, it really is the powerhouse of your body.
It's just so to me it's very difficult sometimes to eat.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Right. Anyway.
A couple years ago when I was obsessing over being healthy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, every night I would go out and exercise for at least an hour.
Yep.
Then come in and prepare food and then wash all the dishes. Like, I get that could be sustainable your whole life, but the reality was at some point I'm like, I am so fucking tired of doing this.
You get burnt out.
And then coming in and making food and, it's like...
Dude.
Yeah.
As a parent and as like, we have real jobs.
Yeah. I really work.
Like...
Yeah.
Some of that is... I know there's discipline aspect to it, but also, I mean, kids have games, we'll say, like, there's something always happening, so it's like, it's really hard to, like, maintain.
Yeah, because you notice those guys that are, like, super disciplined and, like, have no...
They have no fucking
They also,
kids.
They don't have anything going on. Except for the one neighbor guy that is always jumping on the fucking trampoline with his kids with his shirt off. And like, you motherfucker.
Oh, that guy? Fuck him, too.
God, I hate that guy.
He probably don't work, though.
He does. He owns his own landscaping company.
Exactly.
But he probably doesn't do it.
Exactly.
But my God, this guy takes care of himself and like, fuck you. He's always running his
always
dogs.
Walking.
Always without his shirt on. And like, bro, we get it.
You know what? I'm going to walk around with no pants.
Yeah. I'm going to slang my dang all over the place.
You might have a nice body, but I got the bigger.
Yeah. You got a tiny dick, bro. I can tell.
He probably hung like a horse, too.
He probably is, motherfucker. Everything in his life, he's just like, man.
Yeah, what the girls call him?
Dick.
They say he got like he has a dump truck on him.
He's got a big booty.
Yeah, that's what they say.
He would not do well in prison. Let's just say that.
Oh, he's totally getting mowed.
Man,
he's getting plowed.
Like, I could work out all the time and never look like that.
Dude, I work out all the time and I don't look like that.
Son of a bitch. I hate him.
Some people just I think some of it too comes down to genetics.
It does. Really, it does. I will never be a high muscle mass person. Unless, if I do steroids, dude, I'm sure. But
I lift heavy at the gym. I lift pretty heavy for my size.
Yeah, and
I still look the
well,
only cool thing I ever get is I could see a vein.
Yeah, right. You get a little pop here and there.
I kind of like
nice.
it. Yeah. But also, I'm dehydrated probably if I'm seeing my veins.
To
be honest.
Yeah, whatever. My arms are fine. I've decided to love myself. I don't give a shit.
Well, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you love yourself?
I have my wife. I don't need somebody else, Like, I don't need people looking at me.
Yeah, I don't need
I'm not a piece of meat. That's why I don't run around with my shirt off. But I've had this argument with Blanca. I'm like, it's always like...
Do it, dude.
Guys,
mow the yard with your shirt
guys
off.
Without shirts, like, the only point is to show off your body. She's like, no, plenty of people do it. I'm like, really? Let's look around. I'm
not going to lie. I was mowing my yard. I've been mowing my yard with my shirt off.
That's because now you look better, you son of a bitch.
No, it's because the summer comes, I always end up having a funky tan line.
See, you can do that. If I do that, I'm going to be a freaking
dude. Santa Claus down my road, he'll be off with that shirt.
Wow. See, I can't do it.
But you're hidden. You got trees and shit.
I do. You're right, but still,
I'm exposed. I got the neighbor. Like I think the chicken coop house. I think he's like probably. I always run through these damn scenarios in my brain. Like, oh, he's gonna come and be like, Jesse, you need to put your shirt on. I'm gonna call the cops on you. I don't know why I always think stupid shit like that. Right?
You better put your shirt on now, or the cops are gonna come. You're gonna be in so much trouble. He's
mad because his wife's looking at me.
He's a little twerp. Yeah. If you don't put your shirt on, and my wife keeps looking.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What?
Not him.
You're about to say something.
It's about Elena's friend Chloe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm whispering because she's right there, but she wanted to like hang out at Chloe's house just right here, and Chloe's dad's kind of.
He's having some issues.
I don't like the guy.
He is an issue.
But so Friday, Elena had asked, "Hey, are you cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can spend the night if you want. Like, that's fine." I go, "But I know how he is. If anything weird happens or you feel uncomfortable, I need you to come home like right away because I don't, like I don't need to murder someone. I don't need that on my conscience." I didn't say that, but that's how like in my head I'm thinking, right? So she went over there. She's like, well, I'm going to come back if we're going to spend the night. I'll come in and let you know. I was like, okay, that's fine. You can go hang out, though, So I finished mowing the yard, and as I'm mowing the yard, dude, all I'm thinking is like, I'm running through scenarios in my head, like that he trips out and he pushes my daughter or does something, and I have to like regulate, right? Because I'm like, because Alicia's like, he's weird. What are you doing? Letting her go there.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck, you know, what am I doing? Oh my God, you know. But I'm like, nah, you know what? Whatever. She's been there before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, they come home, her and Chloe. So I'm thinking she's gonna ask, but no. The dad like went off on the Chloe and like pinned her down. Apparently, tried to take her phone, like stuff like you're like
beyond the dad, like abusive kind of stuff.
Borderline to me. That's how it sounds,
Okay.
right? Like, because I'm not gonna take my daughter's phone, and if she's not gonna give it to me, I'm not gonna force myself to take it out of her pocket, or you know, stupid shit like that, right? Or I'm not gonna like be overly aggressive where I'm like slamming doors or screaming and you know, like he was doing like I guess like that stuff. And so Elena's telling me, and I'm like, and she, you know, Elena's very empathetic. She has a big heart,
right?
She always has. And so she's like tearing up, but I'm like, are you okay? You know, like did this motherfucker hurt you? She's like, no. All right. But he acting like I didn't see this. She was saying, and I was like, well, no, you guys just stay here for a while. All right. So Chloe, you know, stayed here till I don't know 10:30 or something. But I was just like, I run through these scenarios in my brain, like, oh, I wish a motherfucker would. But like as I'm running through mowing the yard, running through this brain, you know, like 30 minutes later, here comes almost a scenario that I thought about. Mine is, you know, physical assault on my daughter, because that would have boded well.
Good.
But they were like, well, he might come over and say like, this is what happened. I was like, oh no, let him come over. It's fine.
Yeah.
I go, he's gonna be hiding over here in the corner. And anytime when he came over last time, like he didn't even bother coming up to the door. As soon as he knocked, he walked back down. Because you know, I put my mean eyes on. Not that I'm a mean.
I understand.
I don't know if I have a mean look. In my head, I have a mean look. Ooh. People like, you still look really nice.
Just close one eye.
Like Popeye. I know, I try to mean mug. I try to mean mug, but she's like, you don't.
Yeah, that's because she knows you too well. I will always argue that, you know, wives will never take us seriously because they're around us all the time.
That's true.
I think it's a different perspective when you don't know somebody.
But we take them. We know how they are, though.
Well, yeah, because they're mean.
That's true.
God.
They're the aggressors.
Like, we know that we're going to lose.
Got it.
Like, any husband knows that you're going to lose. We don't have the power in the relationship.
We really don't.
No. It's a very interesting world.
It's kind of
not
crazy.
that I want us to have the power.
But I think that's the dynamic you have as a relationship, though. Is like there's those times where your wife's the more dominant one in a scenario, but then there's those times where you're, as a husband, are...
Yeah, like you definitely have to stand your ground.
It's never... I think, they always say relationships are 50-50. That's, like, to me, not true.
Overall, it should be about 50-50.
Because there's going to be times where, like, 70-30,
yep,
right?
Yep,
like,
yep.
there's going to be times where I'm feeling like shit, and so
right.
she needs to pick up.
Yep.
And that's normal. And just like when she's feeling like shit, I need to pick up. I need to maybe make dinner or do a little more to kind of, like, comfort her in a sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick up that extra, 70% slack or whatever to kind of even things out.
Right.
But no, mostly. So true. But I think that's what makes it 50-50 is when you can pick each other up.
On average. It averages out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it doesn't work is when one side's doing all the heavy lifting. One side or the other. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, like sometimes the kids they'll say like, I clean more, right? Mm-hmm. And I might clean more, but then there's times when Elise is here, she'll clean. Not that she cleans more, she'll clean more in the sense that she's like clearing out rooms.
Like deep cleaning.
Yeah, she's rearranging shit, doing stuff like that, right?
I gotcha.
The stuff that doesn't get noticed right away. Mine's like the kitchen. I'll do some laundry here and there. We both do laundry. We just don't fold it. Because come on,
oh my god,
who folds that shit? And then
me.
I hate folding laundry.
I do too, but I hate more it not getting folded, and then you spend a week not being able to find anything, and everyone's shit is all mixed.
That's
I
right
can't
now.
handle
like
it.
like we usually make the girls anyway do their laundry now.
Yeah,
Eventually it'll be JJ will do his laundry.
yeah,
Like when I do laundry, I try to sort. Okay, I'm gonna put JJ's clothes all in, and then me and Elise, I'll throw all our shit in.
Right.
The most laundry we do is our workout clothes, to be honest.
excuse
Our
me.
gym clothes.
Yeah.
That we probably clean those the most.
Well, yeah, because they smell like shit when you're done. Have you had
The way I sweat.
Have you had where
You know
something
how-
gets on top of,
Oh yeah.
and then you like pick it up? It's whole.
So for me, because I sweat so much,
I'm with you, bro.
I have to leave my shirts out by themselves until they dry.
Yeah.
So I'll like place them on something.
Oh, I hear you.
I'll let them dry, and then I'll throw them down the
Yeah.
because
They'll sting.
dude, they stink. I sweat like
Yep.
those people, like my kids know. They won't touch me. Mark. So the other day, I'm doing like hip thrusters or some shit like that, and then he's like, "Oh, you got to put your knees out," and so he like kind of like he spreads my legs. That sick bastard.
So you spread your legs.
He touches my knee, and then he's like, "Oh, you're so sweaty." Like my knees sweat, dude. My wrists get sweaty.
Yeah.
I notice how like my arms, I'll like go to like do something and sweat's just like fling, fling, fling.
Wow.
I'm like, that's so gross.
I may not be that sweaty, but
I think it's because I
I'm
got hair.
very sweaty from my head.
Oh, dude, do your beard drip?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Super
But
super
yeah,
sexy
my arms
stuff.
get sweaty, and my legs will sweat. So sometimes I'm like sitting there wiping them down. It's because you got hair on your arms too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't feel
I'm
like
just a
I
sick
sweat. I mean,
bastard.
don't get me wrong, there's water everywhere, but I'm usually doing like this shit. And so like I don't know if it's coming from my arms or coming from my forehead.
Mine's definitely going from arms.
But man, it's
Oh,
I was working hard the other day. I was sweating.
Some of those exercises, man, they get
Yeah.
me. It's
Yeah.
weird how like there's days where it feels great. Like you were saying that your legs feel awesome, and then there's other days where your legs are just like toast.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell when it's going to happen because sometimes like I'll wake up and like, God, I feel like crap today. And then I get to the gym and like,
Yeah.
it's fine. I can go. And then there's days where, like I'm like, I think today's going to be a good day. And I get in there and like, oh God.
Yeah, like so Wednesday I took off because JJ had a game. Thursday I took off again because I just my body felt tired.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I've been just tired all week, and then I knew I was gonna go to the gym Friday morning, so I took Thursday off because my legs were just like sore as fuck. Like I don't know if it's just I worked out so hard, but they were sore. They were like as if I hadn't worked. I haven't been that sore since we started the gym. They were like sore in that sense, and then my like muscle like one of my calves is kind of I'm trying to baby again.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh, this sucks. And that's what I was doing last night. I'm like sitting there rolling something on my calf. I was watching a movie. Ooh, speaking of movies, didn't you guys go see a movie?
Yeah. So Final Destination, whatever the new one's called, Bloodlines or something.
Final Destination sounds like it's the final movie, but they
Yeah.
have 37 of them.
Yeah. I mean, it was what it was. Like, we didn't go expecting
Like
it
the
to be-
first one's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a terrible movie. It's just it is what you expect it to be. I mean, it makes me laugh.
Oh, now I'm dead.
Well, like there's this. I'm not gonna say much, but there's just like one big event that happens that I mean I think everyone's gonna know about if you see the trailer, but like nobody noticed this. Like nobody like saw that this
Dude,
was like obviously
Movie logic, buddy. No one.
yeah, but I can't handle that. I'm like, there's that pulls me right out of it. I'm like,
I'm telling you, you guys got to go see the Thunderbolts.
yeah,
It's very good, and it's you know what's cool about that movie?
Huh.
It actually is very mental health conscious style movie. It boils down to mental health, right? That's what it is because the main bad guy, or he like not bad guy, but like he has these
the villain or whatever.
Yeah, he has a good side and his bad side because he'll say I have really good days and then I have really bad days, and sometimes I just want those days to win, and like it's very mentally health like conscious. It's a good move.
It's really like a metaphor for mental health.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nice. It's really well done.
Nice.
It's actually, like I said, it's a good movie.
I'm seeing a therapist again.
Oh, that's good.
Probably the best one I've ever seen.
I've never seen one.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I've seen them from a distance, probably, or something.
I get to just vent, and she agrees. It's nice. I'm like, oh, cool. So it's it's going well. I was off my venlafaxine for a couple days last week. I ran out. That's my anxiety med.
Yeah.
And like I usually feel like, oh, it's not really doing anything, like I just feel like myself. But then I was off it for 2 days and I kept waking up with that just like bored, upset feeling. Just that like
that, yeah.
And that's like I realize that's
you're just
like,
in a bad mood for no reason.
Yeah, that's my normal default. That's like my normal day. And on the venlafaxine, that's not my day.
Yeah.
Like I wake up feeling normal. Like, okay,
whatever normal.
Do a day. Not that I don't get upset or whatever, but like I was losing my shit for 2 days. When I get home, I would be fine at work and I get home.
Just that chemical imbalance.
And and just like anything, like I was trying to work on sprinkler stuff. Sprinkler stuff's always frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, where I would probably lose my shit a little bit, I wouldn't lose it like I used to. I lost it like I used to. I broke my damn gate. And like, man, I told Blanca, I'm like, I'm going to apologize right now. I'm insane. So I had a doctor's appointment 2 days later. So originally I was just like, well, it's only a couple days. I'll wait and I'll get in there and I'll tell him I need more. And then I don't know. I decided to just call it in. He's like, you don't need to be on it forever. And it's like, okay. Like, I know that you can learn your way out of it, but I'm like, there's something here where I feel so off. Do
you think sometimes, and I don't, like, I've never been on these, but I mean, I've had those same, I have those days, but like, do you think that it's because your body's used to the chemical that like, like, so and I'm not saying that you're addicted.
No, I know what you mean.
But like when you quit drugs, right?
Yeah.
There comes a point where like, as you're weaned off these drugs, like you're just in a pissy mood because there's this imbalance inside your body that you just can't figure out, and you're just pissed off. But do you think even if say you were off it for a month, you felt cleanish, right? Yeah, I think you'd still feel that way.
I think I would, because I was off it for that year when I was really exercising, and Blanca was telling me frequently like, you need to get back on it. I think just. I got something off. I'm not a crazy person. It's not like I run around like normal Bane trying to destroy the planet or something. But I was just born in the darkness. I would most days I'd wake up more just like not even really depressed, just
blah.
Like it's so pissy. Just like
I get it.
The water's not going to be hot enough today, of course. And it's like kind of sunny, of course. And now I get to drive to work.
Bitchy.
Whoa, yeah. Just like so on edge. On edge is the best way to put it.
No,
just irritable, cranky, not towards people at work or kids or anything like that.
You just don't know why.
Get home and then you're comfortable, and that's where you're just like.
No, I don't know. I have those days too.
Yeah, I have them a lot less with the venlafaxine. Not that it makes everything go. Like I'll still get frustrated.
I feel like that was my week last week, honestly.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a bad mood where I was like snappy at the kids or snappy in that sense. I was just like, not having it. And
it just goes from like having a long fuse to feeling like it's just right here. Ready to go,
yeah. There was a point there where my fuse was always right there. Mm-hmm. Like I know there was a time where me and Cheeky would bump heads, and it wasn't even. It could have been something she said, but it also could have been just me being
just on edge
about something, and just like,
right, yeah.
So like I'm like, then Lisa would be like, "Why are you so snappy?" I'm like, "I don't know, Jesus, leave me alone."
Yep,
leave me alone.
Look, this is really hard. No, I totally get it.
Like I said, I had a doctor prescribe me like Xanax at one time, but I just didn't. Maybe I didn't take it long enough to let it work, but I felt sleepy, and like I told you, I hate feeling sleepy.
Yeah,
I didn't want that.
I get that,
but I don't know if that's different than what you take.
Mine, I don't feel sleepier. Like I think it can make you feel sleepier, but I'm so leveled out, and it's not a real high dose what I take.
Which is enough to keep you just
like you can drive on it, and so it doesn't really affect you all that much. It's just whatever it does. I don't know if it has to do with like the dopamine receptors or whatever to just make it more even, but I definitely there's something in my body that doesn't work right.
Yeah, mine like more internal. I have like internal dialogue in my brain.
Yeah, and that's part of it too. I think. Yeah,
quiet sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what alcohol does. Yeah. But then he comes out.
So my therapist was talking about Adderall, which, I mean, Adderall sounds scary, so I don't know. But she was saying she thinks I have ADHD.
Okay.
Which I was diagnosed as a kid. I just assumed, like, I grew out of it because I used to be ashamed of it. And she's like, well, first of all, you don't grow out of it. And second of all, like, listening to you talk and the things that you're saying and how you're saying them, she's like, I have it. She's like, I think you definitely have it. I'm like, oh, okay. And she referenced Adderall and said, like, it's changed her life. She doesn't, like, the food voice, that little voice, like, I want a piece of pizza. I know I shouldn't, but I want it. Like, she's like, you have to remind yourself to eat. Oh. It's how it's worked for her. She said it's like non-addictive, which I don't know. It scares me a little bit because I don't know that much about it. But
I mean, if you haven't, do you notice? Is there some other things there when you do take? Say you're on your venlafaxine.
Yeah.
Is there things you notice that still seem off when you're on that too, though?
As far as like my personality or whatever,
yeah. Like, there's just weird things. Like, what would having Adderall plus that do, or would you just get?
I don't think I'd be on both, and I don't even know. I mean, this is like I have no clue. I don't know if they would even put me on Adderall, and that's fine if they didn't. I don't care one way or the other. I just am like I just told her I'm not horrible the way I am. Uh-huh. Like I'm accepting who I am and all that, but what I don't like about me is I can be so self-assured. Uh-huh. Like, say I drink a little bit and I get enough buzz. I'm ready to be number one in the world. Like, I'm ready to make business plans. I'm ready to do all this stuff. That's probably everybody.
I'm like, that's normal.
But the normal life, I'm like,
Yeah. The motivation out there.
I don't know. It's just like I would like to level out a little bit.
Yeah, mine's the opposite.
Life. Yeah. And there's just like little things, but I kind of rejected the idea of ADHD for so long, and then hearing somebody say, and hearing other people that know ADHD being like, you probably have it.
There's like what they call adult ADHD, I think.
Yeah, right. But I was diagnosed as a kid, and it's different, But once you have it, apparently you have it. So
I don't know if. I don't know if I've had it.
But I was just curious on like, so if I find the reason, can I find the solution?
Yeah, the cure to it.
Yeah. Because it's just like, man, being off the venlafaxine, like I said, like that feeling, I'm just like, I don't care if you can learn your way out of it or you can't or whatever. It's like feeling the way I felt without it, even if it was in my head. Like I told my doctor, I'm like, I don't know if it was psychosomatic. Like, I don't know how long it takes for it to get out of your system all the way. I just know taking it, I was fine. Off of it, I did not feel fine. And I don't really care. Like, at the end of the day, it's like,
give me my shit.
I would rather live. And it's not addictive. Like, I don't feel like I could forget it and feel fine.
Well, you were off it for a year.
So I was, but there were side effects. Like I would, my nervousness, my whatever it is, it manifests itself in uncomfortable ways, in weird ways. And I was not happy that year. I wasn't happy at all that year. It's just like, I think about it. And I thought that the exercise would change that.
Yeah.
Like it would just naturally release enough endorphins and I'd feel really good right after exercising. But it didn't.
Just like short bursts.
Yeah. I had so much self-doubt that year and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm not saying it wasn't, there's plenty of reasons to feel that. Like go, but, anyway.
As long as you feel better, that's what counts. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm talking to a therapist. I really encourage people. Again, it's not about saying like, I'm crazy or, whatever. It's really just about, I have an issue. I don't know how to handle it myself. Do you have advice for me? They give you advice. You learn.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I got to change. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's a horrible idea.
Give you advice. You're like, nah.
Yeah. No. Stupid. That's lame.
Don't like your advice.
Yeah.
Not what I wanted to hear.
I went in and I came out and she said, you're already incredible. You don't need it.
Yeah, I always have this boredom feeling. That's only my issue.
Well, and that's like, and that boredom feeling for me.
I just don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
Masturbation works every time.
It's like a jolt of love right there. Yeah.
Is 17 times a day addiction? I don't know. Maybe not. Can you imagine?
Just all day.
It just spurts.
God.
There's nothing left in the chamber.
That might be a problem. That might be a mental problem. At
Could be. Point. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It's not 17 times a day. That'd be too much.
We went to
all the time. Well, you masturbate constantly.
Your body has nothing left. I feel parched. We went to my aunt's birthday party last night. She turned 75. So it was really Karen? No. My Aunt Joe. I don't think you've ever met her.
I was like, Aunt Karen does not look 75.
No, Aunt Karen. She was there. So my aunt was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
She's doing pretty good. She's in early stages, but this is the first time I've seen her since the diagnosis, and I meant to call her. I kept wanting to call her. But it's one of those things where you're like, I don't really know what to say. Like,
hey,
hi, I haven't talked to you in a while. I want to talk to you about the thing that you're probably trying to not think about.
Do you remember
that thing you don't want? Like, I mean, luckily, we saw her last night, and she looked like she was doing really, really well. And I know it takes time. But it just is like, she's a very important person in my life. And
is that the one you take places or no?
No. That's my Aunt Julie, and she's also a very important person in my life. But she's doing well. Yeah, with my Aunt Joe, she's always been one of those people. You know, those people that you look up to. She and her husband both.
Well, you guys are pretty close to your family, which is
awesome. and they're definitely. I mean, they're like very close extended family. Like they're not my immediate. Like she's my mom's cousin, so I call her Aunt Joe because she's that age group, right? But just she's been there in many difficult times, and like not difficult, like not like hard. But when my grandma died, she and my uncle, they took us away from the hospital. We were in elementary school. We got to go to their house, which felt like a farm. We got to do these like crazy fun,
it was all
like
complex.
Riding on a We got to go to their tiny ass apartment. No.
Just kidding.
They had a really nice house on 2 acres out in Spokane, right in that area that we were at for Bloomsday.
Was that the ones you were talking about?
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, okay.
And so, like the first time I ever drove what I felt like was a tractor. It was a riding lawnmower, but they just let us drive it around. It was fun. And
just let you be kids.
Yeah. I mean, it just was like to feel that feeling of like you're not quite sure what's going on, but it doesn't feel good, and your grandma's dying basically without you really realizing it. It was like this horrible moment and this great moment, like as far as these two pieces of that memory from that time.
Yeah. And
they were a huge part of that. And then I went to college, and I went to Eastern, and she worked at Eastern. She was the director of human resources. Okay. So she worked right on campus. So that first year, that adjustment year, trying to get used to being away and something else, I had comfort. Her. Yeah. Like I could go to their house for the weekend if I needed to, or meet her for lunch, or whatever it was. And so just getting that news, it just feels very unfair. Yeah. Which is not really fair for anybody.
Well, no.
But it's just like,
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, like
no one wants to get that news. Like,
do
hey,
it to
your
a
aunt's
dirt bag, Don't do it to a good person.
And I guess those are things in my life I've always had a hard time understanding.
And it just is what it is. It's nature. It's life. Like there doesn't have to be a greater meaning, I guess, but it just feels very unfair. And
I think that's a natural
for
reaction.
her sake, I just when somebody you look up to has to go through something hard and scary, you just wish you can make it better.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. I mean, it was a really nice night. I gave her a lot of hugs and sat by her for a while. And you know, when you get older and there's somebody you look up to and you know that they also appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a few moments like that where the reciprocal feeling where you're like, you know, I don't know. Just does that make sense?
It makes sense. I don't know if I've had that, but I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you just feel like okay, like these people love me.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I am worthy, you know, and in some way, it's
they feel they feel like like they're grateful to have you in their life.
Yeah, which I would take for granted because you just feel like, how can I ever repay you for what you've done for me?
You just be there. That's how they can.
And that's true. It is true. And I get that intellectually, but there's like that child brain that I think you always have, where you always, view it through that lens of whatever. But anyway, not trying to be a downer. Just last night was a really, really good night.
I mean, it sounds like
it was sad in a sense. Like we haven't seen her, and it was like the first time. So definitely, it was like the elephant in the room. Like that really wasn't an elephant because we talked about it a lot.
Did she make jokes?
But no, I mean she was very sincere in moments, but also like it wasn't the whole night. I mean, most of the night was.
You guys
just
didn't treat it like she was dead.
No, because she's not,
like it was
and she has a lot of time ahead of her. But I mean, you can't ignore it. Like it is what it is. Yeah. But it's just one of those things where they're still the same people they've always been.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's good.
It was so good to just see them, and there was a whole bunch of us that aren't always in the same room together that were there. It was just a really nice night. It's one of those times where you almost feel like it was a dream. Yeah. Like I woke up this morning just like thinking about it. Happen? Yeah, I mean, it just was a really, really cool experience, and so love them to death. And
I can't remember the last time I had I don't know. I don't have a close knit family.
See, that's more my dad's side.
In that sense, like even with my brother and sister, I love them to death. Don't get me wrong, but even sometimes we don't.
Right.
Like I texted my brother yesterday.
Yeah.
I see they read it.
But nothing back.
Nothing back. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But to have that would actually be really cool. Because I can remember there was a time at one point in my life where it was like all the family, we were kind of like when we lived in Vegas, like everyone was together. I was much younger, but it was like, it's cool,
Yeah, right.
To have I'll go to like Blanca's family stuff or like Alicia's family stuff, and it's cool to see that. And I'm envious in a sense. Like, man, that's cool.
Yeah,
They might not always be so close, but like you guys get together.
No, but
you guys have these moments, and it's just kind of a fun time.
Well, it's kind of interesting too because like just through the dog thing that we do with the fostering. Blanca met a girl that started to do fostering stuff that lived close to us, and turned out her husband is one of my cousins.
Oh, that's crazy.
Distant cousin through my mom. So we've kind of reconnected a little bit. It's not like we're hanging out all the time, but we'll see each other at these dog events or whatever. And it's kind of cool to get to know, another piece of the family line that you don't always see.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. But yeah, my dad's side, I mean, I'm close to one of my aunts and her kids. That's about it.
I know.
And
like, my kids are going to be like, I don't know my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
And that's sad, actually, when I think about it. Like, Elena doesn't really know my brother and sister. She doesn't really know my mom.
Yeah.
JJ really doesn't either,
Right. We met your sister. Never met your brother, but...
Yeah, you've probably met my brother.
Maybe?
Yeah, he was at the wedding and stuff.
Okay.
I think.
We came
well, no, you weren't at my wedding.
We came to the reception after for a little while.
No, but my brother, he's come around here and there, but not really.
Yeah.
But, my sister.
Your sister was funny.
Me and my sister
I always remember that game night. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, my sister's funny. She's she's doing pretty well now.
Good.
We're doing on the 7th, we're doing like a graduation party for like Cheeky, Eli, and our niece Shy.
Nice.
They're all graduating this year.
God, that's
right. So we're doing a graduation party on June 7th. Mm-hmm. So I told my sister, "Hey, come on through." Mm-hmm. She said she will. We'll see. And then my brother, that's what I was telling. Hey, we're doing this.
Yeah.
You want to come?
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, that's pretty cool, though.
It's like, come on, people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be fun. It'll be fun time, I think.
Yeah.
We're just going to do it here. Like, just like any other fucking party, really.
Yeah. Hey, graduation party, man.
I'm going to do what I usually do.
I just can't believe it. I mean.
I'm like, it's weird. How can you be an introvert extrovert?
I feel like I am.
Because when I have that kind of group, I will stay by myself. I have to be away from people.
You know what's funny? I think I'm a lot better at it than I perceive myself to be.
Yeah, I think I am too. But like, there's moments where I just feel like this overwhelmed sensation that I have to. I'll go hide in the bathroom.
I definitely get that.
I disappear a lot.
Do you feel like it's different depending on the day? Like there are days where you're fine with it. I've had times where like I almost felt like I was a fucking weirdo.
Oh, dude.
For like being so unable to speak up or say anything.
So there was a moment there where, when I had quit drinking the first time, the only fucking time, when I quit drinking, I remember we were in Oregon. We went to, it was, I think, her nephew's 21st birthday. But I was I just felt out of place.
Yeah.
That's how I always feel. I feel out of place. I know, like I can talk to people. I can do all that. I do it for a living. I'm a customer service person. But I always have this out of place feeling.
Like you can make yourself do it.
Yeah,
but it's
I
not
always
what
feel
you
like
really
I don't
want
belong
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by nature, I'm a very much could be alone. I can be a loner. I can not have people around me.
I gotcha.
And I was in that mode where I was just like, they're like, oh, I was like, oh, I'll cook. I'll volunteer to cook. And the reason I do that is because I'm alone. I can be by myself. I can have, maybe I'm listening to music or maybe I'm just here. And then I can have these little snippets of conversation.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm going to just be here. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Yeah.
This is my comfort zone. No one's really coming around. Sometimes they'll come talk. I'm like, hey, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And that day was one of those days where I was like glad that I could do that because there was a lot of people and people I obviously don't know and people I do know. But for the most part, I was just like, I think I'll just hang out over here, But when I have when you have your people around or whatever, it's like you feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah,
you know
right.
What I mean? Like when we go to your house or something, like, I know you're there, or like people, Fred or someone.
Yeah, you can chill with and
I feel a little more comfortable. But when it's like,
I gotcha.
For the most part, when it's people I don't know, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to just be.
See, and I feel that way until I find out there's something in common with them, and then I can talk with a new person forever. But
yeah,
it's that happened last night. Like there was some of my aunt's good friends from like a long time ago. One of my uncle was in a band when he was in high school, and like I think kind of in college too, and they were relatively successful as like a local band kind of thing, right? And so this is one of his bandmates from years ago. So they've known each other since like high school. And turned out they were both teachers. Oh, nice. So I ended up talking to the wife for a long time. At first you're like a little bit nervous for whatever stupid reason.
Well, I mean, it's
like these are the different people in your space, but you're like aware that they're there and don't want to. I always feel like I'm going to look like an idiot or something.
Oh, I probably always look like one. I don't have those life experiences like that. Yeah,
it's cool to. I'm getting to the point where I realize like I have a lot to offer in conversations and things, and like just relax, don't care. Just
see, you're good. You're really good with people in that sense. Like you have like you're very political in a sense.
Yeah, but see, it depends on the group because you could talk to a group of guys,
but you do like music. I know maybe some sports.
I don't know that much music. I know a lot of politics. I should be a real pain in the ass. But like I could not, if there's a group of guys that are all sporty, I'm screwed because I'm not going to be able to contribute anything to that conversation.
Yeah.
So, you and me, we're the power couple.
I know.
Together, we can talk to anybody.
I could just talk to guys in sports. Other than that, I'm a big idiot. World events, I'm out.
I'll dish the world events with the girls.
I don't know what else. Not that I don't think I have things to offer, but for the most part, I'm very like.
I got you.
I can just stay quiet for the most part. Like, man, Like, oh yeah.
No,
maybe I'll throw in a jabby joke here and there.
I nervous stupid. Talk. I can't shut up. Well, if I get I'll either be the weirdo that doesn't say anything, and I was like, "Is this guy okay?" Or I can't shut up.
Yeah, I think I'm more of a. I'll talk. I'll if there's those times where I can tell someone's uncomfortable too. So then I'm usually the guy that's like, "Fuck." So like, what do you do for a living? Yeah. That's how. Oh, what about those? Oh, you got a Mariner. How about the Mariners?
Yeah.
I don't really like the Mariners. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, you're wearing the fucking hat, so you don't not like them either.
Yeah, like at work, I'm like, I was just telling Alicia this yesterday. I was like, like I love my last job. I liked my last job. Don't get me wrong. Management, I didn't really care for, but I had a team that I loved, and there's a few techs that became really close friends of mine that I could talk to, and we could just bullshit and just you have fun and stuff. This new job, a lot of times I'm just alone. Like there's people around me, but like for the most part I'm meandering about my day like alone. But like there's a guy there that I'll talk to here and there, but even then I can just in my head I could see like we're just gonna talk. I'm not gonna ever hang out with this motherfucker at work. I feel more comfortable with the people in the gym than I do people at work.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't really talk to anybody at the gym either.
Right. I gotcha.
But there's that comfort level.
Yeah.
But like we'll have a conversation. It started like one of those like I see that he had a bunch of like baseball Mariners stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, the Mariners. Blah, blah. So like we started talking about that, and then kids came up.
Yeah. See, I can't talk about the Mariners. I'd be like, Jay Buhner. Yep.
Well, no,
Randy Johnson.
No, see, that's how it got.
But,
we were talking about the
you
old
actually
school.
know things about them to discuss. I'd be like, pitcher throws baseball
so fast.
Like I know, like that's as much as I know. I don't know stats. I don't know anything about it.
The thing is, like there was this guy that was at our Halloween party one time, and he likes movies. I like movies.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that guy.
He just likes movies way more than I like movies in the sense that he's like, oh, the cinematic procrastination of the way he handles the camera when he moves it left and right. I'm like, yep, I'm out.
See, I could probably talk to him about that.
Like,
I'm not an expert, but
like
I took a film class.
The scene, the darkness, but it was really about a light. You know, like the artistic feel. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I liked the movie. It was cool though.
Yeah.
It was really cool when that guy did that and he shot him in the face though. It sounded like a real.
I like explosion.
I like big bangs.
Tank bomb.
Speaking of movies, I was watching. We just watched this movie, Love Hurts. It has.
I feel like I've seen that.
It came out during Valentine's Day in February.
Okay.
It's new. It has the guy that was in Indiana, the little Asian kid that was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about. I did not see that.
It's an action movie, but it's a love movie too.
Oh yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh dude,
it's really good.
It's not like oh yeah. It's so good. It's funny. Marshawn Lynch is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
His movie debut.
No, Marshawn Lynch, I know. That he was good so Seahawk.
Yeah, he's in there. There's a scene where he like goes after the guy. He's like, beast mode. And he throws that in there.
That was fun to watch.
But the choreograph, like the fighting and stuff, was really well done. But he was in the Goonies. He's the Asian kid from the Goonies.
Yeah.
But I didn't know this at the time of I knew this going into the movie yesterday when I was watching it, but prior when I seen the trailer, I didn't know he actually choreographed a lot of the action movies that you've seen. I didn't know he knew how to fight. He is a
choreographer, a fight choreographer.
Yeah, he knows how to fight and do all that
nice
martial arts and stuff.
To make
I was
it
like,
look real.
Yeah, like he knows how to actually do that.
That's cool.
I was like, oh shit. So the fight scenes are sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, they were pretty. It was a pretty good movie. That one and Novocaine was pretty good.
Yeah, we watched Novocaine. That was funny. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't go see the Final Destination. It's just, it is what you think it's going to be. No,
Novocaine was good. I liked it.
Novocaine was interesting and it was funny. And what's the kid's name? Quaid. It's Dennis Quaid's son.
Jack.
Quaid.
I don't know. I think it's.
Let's say Jack Quaid. That sounds right. Yeah. He's in.
The Boys.
The Boys, yeah. So that's what I know him from. I did not realize he was Dennis Quaid's son, and now that I found out, I'm like, you can't not see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good movie.
Like I think Love Hurts I liked better than
Still Sinners, the best movie I've seen in a long time. So
I'm hearing people saying that's stupid.
They can go. Kidding. I haven't
seen it yet. I want to see it. I want to watch it.
It is really good. I like that kind of thing, though. I like the old timey feel of it. I just think everything they did was pretty cool. But The Last of Us, I bought the video game, so Elliot could play number 1 because I couldn't. I was gonna buy 1 and 2, but I couldn't find 2.
Let me look. I might have number 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I have one. I have
Elliot
both.
wanted to play with me, and I'm like, all right, because like sometimes the kids are like, play with me, you're like, okay, and you'll do it, but you don't really want to. He's pretty good at video games, so I'll just watch him. I'll just let him play, and I'll watch it, man. And it'll be cool. So we started the other day.
Such a good game, and
it's cool. I like those moments where your kids like talking to you and excited, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. Watch Dad," and you're like, "Oh, right." Just hanging with the boy.
it's a really good. It's one of my top games.
It is fun to like watch it after watching the show and to see the similarities and the small differences. Yeah. But like, I definitely understand why they didn't stick to the game completely. For the show, it wouldn't have worked the same.
Yeah, and that's why the creator Neil Druckmann or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
he changed a couple things with this show.
But it's still like Blanca was looking at one scene when they're leaving the quarantine zone.
In the first or second season?
In the first one.
Oh, okay.
And there's a scene in the show where the guards catch them, and then they kill the guards. And she's watching, she goes, God, this is like the same as the show. And like, yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
No, I think they did it. Wait till you play the second one.
Yeah, I'll bet.
That one's crazy too.
Yeah. So. Man. And I do want to play. It was a Days Gone where you're in.
So good.
Yeah, I want to play that one.
Dude, Days Gone. It's got to be one of my favorite games I've ever played.
I heard the remaster is really cool. Like the lighting is a lot better.
Yeah, I started playing the remaster. Yeah, because I beat the game. Not like I beat the main story, but there's little things here and there that I can beat. But like I started because I had purchased the remaster. Because I already had the game, so it was only like $10.
Yeah.
So
does the lighting make it a lot creepier? They were talking about like the headlight. It's a lot harder to see. So
I always keep my like when I drive around my motorcycle and stuff, I always have the headlights off. I never use the flashlight because in my head, if I was a zombie or something, I could see a light.
I'm looking for the light.
I could see a zombie, or because you'll even come across like actual like other people
who
that
are trying just as bad. Yeah.
So I'm like, well, they're gonna see that.
Well, that's like The Last of Us. Like you really do think in a world disaster, like you could not trust anyone.
Yeah,
that's how the people would be worse than the zombies. Yeah.
But Days Gone, I put that up there with Last of Us. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Nice.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. That game. There was a couple times where good, just like Last of Us, it'll like catch you and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like damn, got me in my feels.
Right. God, dude.
But
episode 2 of season 2, I think it is. Something
those
horrible
of you who played the game know.
Oh my god, I was so pissed. And like I knew this was coming, but I did not know it was going to be this fucking fast.
Oh, that's the game.
Yeah, it pisses me off, dude.
It's crazy.
I was like, you little bitch. When Ellie's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you all. I'm like, yeah, Ellie, fucking kill him.
So they do side by side with that one.
Yeah,
and it's pretty close. But they changed a couple things, but it doesn't make it any
better or worse, whatever. It's just different.
It's just different,
which is okay. I mean,
but like when if you play the second one, you'll see similarities. It's crazy, but you jump in back and forth in the second one between the main character and then the antagonist and protagonist. You actually play both.
Okay,
it's cool.
Nice.
Both games are so good,
man. Yeah, zombies. I love anything zombie-ish.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Days Gone though, that's probably one of the, because I don't look at Last of Us as a zombie game.
Yeah, it's different. They're not zombies. They're zombie-ish.
This one, like Days Gone, has like zombies where like hordes are coming at you.
See, that's what I miss, because like the original zombie game, the Resident Evil.
Yeah,
they left normal zombies and went more to like weird mutant monsters. Not as into that. I'm more into just like traditional.
Yeah.
They can be fast hordes. They can be slow zombies, dumb zombies. Like, just that's what I want. You know.
Yeah. These ones you'll have like your hordes of zombies. There's one where he's like they call them like breakers or something. He's a big fucking zombie and he takes over. But then you'll come across zombie like bears that are kind of like something. They're a pain in the ass. But then when you get like better weapons, it makes it easier to kill.
Sure, but that's kind of cool. So
it's a fun game. You can upgrade your motorcycle.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it.
I got summer coming up. I need stuff to do.
That's a good game. Like, I wish I would have played that when it first came out. But then I'd have been pissed because I'm pissed now that they don't even have a second.
Yeah.
They I don't know what happened, but it's supposed to be a trilogy, that game.
And then it just didn't happen.
No, but I don't know why.
If more people buy it,
I think they're hoping the remaster is gonna like. I think a lot of people in the gaming community are hoping the remaster is gonna like, oh shit, we need to make
like,
the second
there's a
game.
lot of money in this, so I'll buy it.
Like, dude, I'd
they
beat the
make
second.
it.
I didn't have any complaints about it.
No,
like I thought the controls felt nice to me.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what people's complaints were. I think it was probably stupid shit.
Like, oh, the zombie's left hand looks funny. Oh, the lights are weird.
You know, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like,
those normal complaints.
Stupid complaints. I do have what? Go ahead.
Oh no, I think we might be getting to the same thing.
What, the question of the week?
Yeah. And
I was gonna go. We discussed this in the last podcast, but
okay,
I was
That's
super
what I
drunk. It didn't air.
At least you were funny.
But I don't even know how the discussion went because I ended up just turning it off because seeing yourself drunk, not as cool.
Great in the moment, not so great in the replay.
No, it's like ugh.
Yeah.
But anyway, this question comes from our head coach at Orange Theory, Mark. He came to me one day when I was on the rower or something. He was like, ask me, do I wipe sitting down or standing up? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I'm confused. He's like,
but when you really think about it, it sounds like one of the most important questions that we've ever asked on this show.
He's like, do you wipe sitting down, standing up? I was like, I'm sitting down. Like, who else? Right. He goes, well, I wipe standing up. I think I'm the minority in this. And I'm like, yeah, I think you might be. So now that's my question. Which one's the proper way to wipe?
So,
because I think I do both.
We've chatted about this a little bit.
I think both.
You and I are the same. When it's a normal day, let's call it a normal flow. I sit, and that's fine. But there are those days, the heavy flow days, where something's off. Sometimes to get the optimal surface area for the wipe, you got to stand a little bit.
But you know how I stand up? I don't stand up.
No.
I crouch. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm doing like I'm going to do an upright row. That's how I stand.
When you think about it, it
back
is the
straight,
most,
chest out, hand behind.
It is the
wipe.
absolute most insecure, like vulnerable position to be in.
Can you imagine you're in that position?
If somebody walked in,
oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Just know I wouldn't wipe like that in prison. So if you're stand up, don't do that in prison.
I'm making that butt smelly on purpose.
Well, they could lube it, but like I'm staying sitting down, but I ain't getting in the upright row position.
No,
for sure.
Hell no.
But no, yeah, I think I do both. And then I always use wipes too. We have wipes.
Oh.
Right. So we have toilet paper, obviously. And then we have like butt wipes.
Sure.
So usually if I use butt wipes, I'll kind of get in that sit up position.
I'm kind of curious about the bidet situation.
I
didn't use the bidet.
I used it.
I couldn't. I don't know.
And it's a weird because you could position the flow the way the thing goes.
Okay.
And it fucking hit one of my nut sacks. I was like, oh. So I had to like reposition it so it got like bunged.
Butthole.
And
did it make it easier to clean though?
It does.
Do you just dry it basically?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's
you
my
shoot the poo off and then you just dry it.
Well, that's my problem.
See, Mark, you get even more than you asked for.
That's my problem. Is so the bidet, as awesome as it is, because it does clean it a little more, right?
Okay.
And it's a cold feeling, unless you got like warm.
Can't you get the heater in it or something?
Yeah, but I think you have to run the water different.
Oh,
right.
I can see that.
You have to have another separate line. I think,
a hot.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All I know is I don't like my butt to feel wet, and then I feel like the toilet paper dries it, but then you're leaving wet toilet paper on your butt. And it's not like I got the smoothest ass. I don't got like smooth ass. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm gonna get some
residue is gonna be residually on.
Well, no, I just I got hair, so it's like I'm gonna get hair in there, here and there. Well, not hair, but I'm gonna get like fibers of toilet paper because when toilet paper gets wet, it kind of like crumbles.
Yeah, it's designed to fall apart. Yeah.
So I don't want to. So that's the only gripe I had was I used the bidet.
Okay.
It did clean right. It cleaned it well.
Nice. Yeah.
I didn't like that feeling that it was still wet.
Yeah.
So I had to pat dry.
Gotcha.
But other than that, it was.
What if it had a blower?
See, then you're onto something. I think some air dry.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Warm air. Like a hair dryer in there. I don't know how safe that would be. But,
puff my fucking.
You get electrocuted, but it's a high frizz day. My ass is Miss Frizzle.
Smooth.
Man, that's cool though.
But no. So if I really want to get it clean, I'll use my wipes. And I always think about this clip from Parks and Rec with Chris Pratt where he's like tells the doctor, I don't know if it was he's like, I just wiping and wiping and wiping. It's like I'm wiping a marker. Yeah,
it's like a marker. It just keeps coming, and I think it's done, but it's not.
And I know that feeling because that's why I'm a multiple wiper.
Well,
I'm not. I don't know how people can just wipe and they're done. I have to wipe.
Really healthy poos.
Well, even if mine feels like healthy, it's like I got to wipe.
Yeah.
Until I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And so
Adam Sandler had a joke like that. He was like, you wipe and then you wipe and then you wipe and you wipe. He's like, and at the end, it's like the next one's it on principle.
I know it's been so many.
I'm just gonna quit on principle.
Like,
yeah. No, anyway, with that, I mean,
that's all I got.
What more is there to say?
Have a good week. That's what it is.
Wipe your booty in the way that works for you. Yeah. Like, as long as it's clean, that's all that matters.
Eat your fiber.
Yeah. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Enjoy May.
Yeah.
Beautiful month. Over. Yeah. What? We don't know, but we're almost there. Yeah, May's almost over. We're like over
Memorial Day's coming up.
My God, that's awesome. Can't wait. All right, guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.